My name is Ethan, and I was once the most notorious bank robber in the city. They called me the Phantom because I could slip into any place, take what I wanted, and vanish without a trace. But like every thief, my luck eventually ran out. It was a chilly autumn afternoon when I decided to rob the city's most secure bank, Consolidated Trust. The bank's reputation for impenetrable security systems and high-value deposits made it irresistible to me. I had been planning this heist for months, studying blueprints, bribing insiders, and gathering a crew of skilled individuals who were as desperate as I was. Our plan was foolproof. We would enter through the old, forgotten subway tunnels that ran beneath the bank. These tunnels had long been abandoned and were the perfect entry point. Our inside man, Eddie, had provided us with the access codes and security schedules. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The day arrived, and we gathered at the entrance to the tunnel. My heart pounded like a drum, but I couldn't let fear cripple me. We descended into the darkness, armed with tools, masks, and an unwavering determination. The plan was to infiltrate the bank's vault, empty the deposit boxes, and vanish into the night. As we crept through the tunnel, the smell of dampness and decay filled our nostrils. The darkness weighed on us, and the echoes of our footsteps seemed to scream our presence to the world. I couldn't help but think that this was where it would all go wrong. Hours passed, and we finally reached the end of the tunnel, emerging into the basement of Consolidated Trust. We had bypassed the bank's security systems, and adrenaline surged through our veins as we approached the vault. The sight of the massive door, covered in layers of steel and concrete, was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. I watched as my crew went to work, cracking the vault open as if it were a child's piggy bank. The door groaned and screeched as it slowly gave way. The moment it swung open, we were greeted by a treasure trove of riches. The safety deposit boxes held priceless gems, stacks of cash, and confidential documents worth a fortune. Time seemed to blur as we emptied the vault, our bags heavy with stolen wealth. But just as we were about to make our exit, a blaring alarm shattered the silence. Panic gripped us, but we couldn't turn back now. We had to get out. We dashed back through the tunnel, but it wasn't long before the police were hot on our heels. The chase was exhilarating, like something out of a movie. We knew every twist and turn of those old tunnels better than the officers pursuing us. But as fate would have it, our escape route led us deeper into the underground maze. The minutes turned into hours as we desperately searched for a way out, but the tunnels seemed to go on forever. Our crew began to lose hope, and we argued about which direction to take. We were lost, disoriented, and out of time. Just when it seemed all was lost, we stumbled upon a hidden chamber. It was a small, candlelit room, and at its center sat a magnificent chest covered in intricate carvings. I couldn't believe our luck. We had found another treasure, but this one was different, special. The air grew heavy with tension as we approached the chest, our greed outweighing our fear. As I opened the chest, a blinding light filled the room, and a deafening roar shook the ground beneath us. The chest contained not gold or jewels, but a cursed artifact, an ancient relic that had protected the bank for centuries. It was said to hold unimaginable power and was only accessible to those who intended to use it for good. The moment we touched the artifact, a strange sensation washed over us. It was as if our intentions were being judged, our souls laid bare. The room seemed to come alive, and I could feel the weight of my sins pressing down on me. We were not worthy. With a final thunderous crash, the tunnels collapsed around us, trapping us in that cursed chamber. The police were closing in, and there was no way out. We were arrested, handcuffed, and led away in disgrace. The years passed, and I found myself serving time in a cold, unforgiving prison. My once invincible reputation had crumbled, and I was haunted by the memories of that cursed heist. I couldn't help but wonder if the artifact had brought our downfall upon us intentionally, punishing us for our greed and criminal ways. As the years passed, I found solace in the prison library. I read about the artifact, its history, and the legends surrounding it. It was said that those who had fallen under its curse could only escape its grip by doing something truly selfless, by righting the wrongs they had committed. And so, from the confines of my prison cell, I began to plan my redemption. I would find a way to break the curse, to atone for my sins, and to make amends for the lives I had disrupted. The path to redemption would not be easy, but it was the only way to lift the curse that had bound me to a life of crime. And so, my story continues, as I strive to become something more than the Phantom, to find the redemption that has eluded me for so long, and to unravel the mystery of the Cursed Heist that changed my life forever.